we're going to test now resolution of the camera, of a visible camera. Remember, resolution, the resolution target is a U.S. Air Force target from 1951. And what it allows you to see is the best resolution at, or the best frequency, which is represented in groups and elements. That's the way they're represented. So we select the resolution test, double click on the setup, and what we need to verify is that we're using the correct focal length. This is some global variable that is set up in the system. You don't need to change. This is set up when the system is delivered to you. In this case, it's 3 meters long. Again, you have the integrating sphere calibration table. Again, this is another variable that is a global variable, and it's set up to the current table that is in the SR300 integrating sphere controller. So this is also pre-set up, so you don't need to change. The only thing you really need to change is the intensity, and we're going to work at 1 foot Lambert because the camera is kind of sensitive. We need to select the radiation source. Again, since this is a visible camera and this is system is set up at CI, we've already set up the source to select the integrating sphere, which will be the source that is positioned behind the target wheel. The next variable is the target itself that you want to select. And from the drop-down list, you can select here either, well, this customer purchased a negative U.S. Air Force or a positive. It depends on if it's reverse polarity. And we're going to use the standard positive. It's called positive U.S. Air Force target. Okay, the output is in line pairs per millimeters. That's the table that you're going to fill up. And then you have, you can of course set a criteria. I don't know if you want it from, let's say from 1 to 5. In the end, we have some more string variables that are used as user prompts that you can edit to your satisfaction. Click on the Save button, close, and we're done setting up the test. Okay, now once we've completed setting up the resolution test for the camera, all we need to do is run the execution. So we select the test, click on Start Execution, and we see that the source stage is moving to the integrating sphere. You see it says it's moving. And we see right now the current target that's in the target wheel. And now the target itself is moving. Alright, it's kind of difficult to see this. The camera doesn't have a very high resolution, so I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so at least we can see what we're looking at. When you run the test, you're supposed to use no zoom. This is like a digital zoom, and it's not part of the test. Okay, but let's assume that this is the viewing area of the camera. The test panel has a table here of what we call group and elements. The columns are groups and the elements are the rows. So for each 6 elements, we double the frequency. So if this is 0.25 line pairs per millimeter, the next group, -1, will be 0.5, then it doubles to 1. So each one of these elements is 1/6 of the frequency, or doubles in the frequency. So if we look here at the U.S. Air Force target, this is group 0, element 1, group 0, element 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we want to find where is the best, the highest resolution we can see. I think I can either see 0, 6 more or less. I can't really see horizontally, I can see vertically. So let's say 0, 5. So we would go here to 0, 5. And that's basically it, the test. And we click on OK, accept the result, and that's it. Okay, finally, after we run the test, we can either look at the test summary from here or create a report. So let's look at the test summary. Again, it displays the value that we measured. This is the group element. This is the line pairs per millimeter, and it's within the criteria that we set, so it's passed. And we can see the configuration parameters for the test and a little summary of the test, and we can add a remark or tag it to other tests. Now if we want to create a report, we just click on or highlight the quick basket or the test that we want to run through the quick basket mechanism. Click create report, use quick basket, create report, and here we have the test in a report format, which is HTML. It can be printed on a printer if you have a printer, or stored on in PDF format. And basically that's it. Close. Thank you.